That's not a great place to hold from. Even if we go back to CSGO, when you take bottom ramp control as a CT, you don't want to leave people down there because that big box, people try to stand on top of it. There's no other angles you have to clear, so it's very easy to fight against you. But for Kerrigan, this is a new situation. He just killed Saiwu at an interesting timing, so he thought, all right, maybe if I die here, even if it's a little later, I could take a risk, but it'll be so late that if E and I get one kill, Rain will do the rest of the work. There won't be enough time for the exact. But Vitality are sort of just in time at every step of the way. And they approach pretty carefully. They didn't start running right after that frag.
Missed flick out of...
No, it isn't.
Not a miss. Oh my god. All right, bending bullets. Just trying to stop Flames' terror in this first half. So I was going to be looking for sweet revenge versus Kerrigan. Nearly drawing back that 5 versus 4 advantage out of the hands of Vitality last round, but I mean, FaZe, it's a pistol win and it's 2 1v1s. That is what makes up this 3-round half so far from them.
This is a very interesting spot for FaZe. Like, look at the map for them. It's just like a brand new complexion at the moment, and a lot of it has to do with Rops.
Trying to peer over smoke, won't get a glance at anything. This consistency in Spinks' top mid lurk, though, Rops is on high alert for it. May have just seen a sliver, but as he tries to chase it, Spinks gets back into the corner.
Oh,
so
this works badly against FaZe, right? They're actually starting to regroup towards the other side of the map.
Those 2 mid players are going to be locking horns. And as Rops is preoccupied with bodies over on A, this B site is so prime for the taking.
They're going slowly. They're oh no, another punish out of Zaiwu, and now they know that FaZe are so scared of this coming in, but look at them, they're actually still on the ramp. They really believe there has to be someone back here.
Rain's at least got a spot to try and hold, but he too falls with nothing. And while Brokey gets flashed off the angle, it's just too many members of Vitality and too tightly knit. The pack and the push from Vitality is unstoppable. Zaiwu's gonna get tagged up and Rops will kill 1 at the very least. It's 12th round next, it's money on the line. I mean, this AK could end up being important, but nothing's more important than getting some damn round wins, and Rops, flicks up and kills it. Hold on. Look how far away Spinks is now. Of course, Rops doesn't know. 1v4, we saw it from Rain, we saw it from Brokey, and we could damn well see it right here from Rops. 1 tap, and the peek out of Spinks. He's got the cover from Green. Rops can't end it this time. Not versus Vitality.
Spinks could have actually given that away. I mean, he was so far from the B site. Rops on the flank did something nearly incredible right there with those 2 kills. All right, let's see it then. Oh,
yes.
Under 5 seconds, you defused the bomb.
Meanwhile, blood spills inside this B site.
Dude, that was a weird round. Like, it seemed like there was a tacit understanding from Vitality that they knew they were up, FaZe were flanking, they were coming to reclear A ramp, they were totally scared about B, but they never wanted to take it, so there kept becoming these opportunities for them to get back into this.
Yeah, Rain sets up Kerrigan wonderfully, so Kerrigan and Zaiwu going back and forth, but we've seen the response that comes out of Vitality when they lose that A hit. It's the B attack again.
Man, I love FaZe's comfort here to try to push down B at the same time as A, even though they got what they wanted. They're looking for the 5v3.
This could be a big one for Rops. We haven't seen a player in this position.
It gets scary for him, though. He could get spammed.
Oh, he at least gets burned out, dropped to 23, but he escapes, at least around the corner. He's got 2 teammates to keep him standing. Leaning on their shoulders.
Wow.
Flames takes off the heads, goes back for second servings, and just disengages. That is a 20-kill half from Flames at least. Rain will slide forward and clear Apex off the corner into the 3v3 as FaZe continue to just try and get something, a hope, a chance, and there's Mezzi, his first 2 kills of this map. Finally a little impact from the Brit. Brokey taxed to clutch yet again. And you can see the odds so incredibly to Vitality's favor. They decided to take Inferno out of this series, but maybe Vertigo will be the bane of their existence. Brokey looking for an entry, looking for a jump, and as he gets into it, Spinks will waste no time. This is a Vitality that's not playing games. They are making a sprint for the crown.
What's going on, CS Money fans? We're about to have some fun with the e-cosplay. And it's here at the Blast Premier Full Finals where I'm expecting these guys to make themselves a cosplay of a CS skin. Amongst all this stuff on the table, whoever goes first gets the most picks of stuff. Whoever goes last, unlucky, you're left over with the scraps. Good luck, have fun. Okay, first up is you, Maui. What are we going for?
So I'm gonna be the Empress AK.
Yes, okay.
We've got a crown already here. This is a perfect red for it.
What are we going for here,
We're going
Freya?
for the monkey business. Love bananas.
Always last. Pimp, what do you see on this table of where you think, I want to make this skin?
We are time restricted right now, James.
No, I don't believe that.
Well,
Take your
I
time.
am time restricted.
Why?
I don't want to be here anymore. So what I'm
wow.
gonna do is I'm gonna speed run this.
Okay, we're gonna put that on because it's just like the butt of the gun or the hilt of the gun. I don't know.
I'd like to get you involved with this, James. I'd like you to blow up this banana whilst I do some artwork.
We're gonna put this on. This is the crown.
I can't do this.
Like, pinch it.
I think a lot of people will resonate with what I'm doing.
I think it's diamonds technically that are on the Empress.
We're working with what we've got.
I'm gonna stick these onto the shoulders.
I'm gonna put on this shirt.
Oh, maybe one of these. I'll try to put paint.
Why is there brown coming on? Oh, the end part.
I haven't said what I'm doing yet, right?
No, I don't know what this is.
This is a beautiful
spreading
skin.
well.
I think I'm gonna use all that paint.
There is a little circle at the bottom of the handle which says 5-7 on it.
I'm gonna tape this to myself.
I think we're gonna have glue.
Pretty sure that everyone out there has opened quite a few of these.
Where are you gonna put the banana?
I'm gonna tape it on.
I'm terrified this is gonna get on my sweater.
Pose, yep. We're happy with that?
Yeah, I'm very happy.
I'm done.
That is it. That is all your effort you're putting into this. A sand dune.
A cheap sand dune.
So now we have our 3 designs for the skins here. Creativity, looks, and effort put into it. Effort and creativity, 0 for you, Pimp. But looks, because you look so good where you're wearing your shirt, we'll give you an 8 for that. Failure is your middle name, so
Move on.
Freya. Creativity, I'll give you a 7. What? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Effort, you're only getting a 3. The look is very creative, so I'll give you 7 on that.
17, I'll take it.
Yeah. You, the crown just fits you so well, so
As it does.
we'll say a 7 for that. For the look and the feel, I think we deserve an 8. Effort that you put into it, all right, I'll give you 5 more on top then.
Okay.
He did bribe me a little bit. Thank you so much. Maui's the winner overall here. These guys did their best. They put some effort in for sure. But you guys at home, I know you can do better. Use the hashtag #ecosplay and show me if you can make a 6 skin and maybe make yourself into better than any of these 3 bugs. You can win yourself a very expensive skin. Go check it out. Good luck. Show me what you got.
We jump back to the server with Twists still sitting on 0 frags throughout this map.
Ooh.
This is an unexpected turn of events out of FaZe, but
It's also an unexpected map.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Maybe so because we find ourselves on Vertigo. Their confidence in all 7 pools has been tested this evening to start this series. But if we look at the match streak that FaZe are on at the moment,
Yeah.
they have lost a map in the majority of those matches. 10 of those matches within the streak always feature FaZe going to a third. Now, a beating of this level, a whooping 9-3 half to kick off Vertigo. This could be a whole other test of the mental.
And you could say that this is a curveball, but FaZe are supposed to be a 7-map team.
So they claim.
Oh, that's a good player to get down low.
Oh, through the wood.
Whoa,
It's a bunch
he
of
came back
damage.
to help the
Wow.
kills. 2 more for Flames.
How does he manage to get himself into every fight? And then Mezzi given a chance to lock it down. That's a full house on the B site. Just a slaughter of FaZe on the approach.
Dude, this is going to be a career best map for Flamesy.
No doubt.
22-6.
Unreal.
This
Look at
is
this.
stepping on the gas right now. That's unreal. He was down to 3 health before that happened. You know, Apex is going to pick him up after the map's over. Man, and we started this out round 2 after FaZe won the pistol with Vitality winning with a bias very similar to this. It's actually astounding to pull that off on T-side Vertigo. What the hell?
So having to concede this one, giving themselves a singular chance to keep Vitality off of 12 rounds with the bye that'll come in the next. Could be bolstered by a bomb plant. We saw Vitality pull it off with basically Glocks, but those nades find their home. Rain blown apart. Pressure goes down the ramp to confirm there's nothing else. Mezzi could be tested. And again, a bomb plant here is a slight win for FaZe. But he leans back, allows them to get ever closer. Gets his first few kills in the final round of the first half. More than doubles it in the following pistol, and Mezzi's just gonna go ahead to rip two players off the push. There's another one on the box and he's dead. This is Vitality to 11.
Wow.
And FaZe still in shambles.
There's so many interesting storylines first half of the year, second half of the year. Players, IGLs who are both playing well, who have done a lot and evolved. Star players who are getting back into the comfort zone. Rob's becoming the best player in CS2. And Spinks as well, who has just continued on in his form. He has been completely consistent throughout the year since Rio took place. IEM Rio, I should say. Is like Robson and Spinks are the best examples of traditional lurkers, a classic in their roles, but Spinks is even more of a purist than Robs is in terms of how hard his lurks are every single round. And that style of play people thought was going to disappear after early days Get Right era, into Happy, into some players who are known for it, doing it every round. But they've actually brought it back in a modern day of CS when demos are being watched, like demos are being parsed, you know, and by the dozens at the same time to figure out what kind of rotations you make. He's still pulling that off today.
Coaches, analysts, assistant analysts.
Yeah.
So many eyes on every single one of your moves inside the server, and those moves could be coming to a quick end. Remember, the one gun round FaZe have to work with, and it's gonna need to be Kerrigan to at least get some pressure off A. But he can't manage that second frag. Apex pulls back with the M4, and he lays down lead, lays down the law. Vitality will not fumble inside sight. Apex will not be bested, will not be moved. And Brokey, the next to falter.
God damn.
12-3 from Vitality. We could sit here and praise FaZe and their ability to come back map after map.
Yeah.
This is the biggest test that their streak has seen.
Well, at least they won't have to stew in it. This map could be over soon. And they could talk about how they didn't expect them to beat us. It's fine, we're going to move on to the next map. But this is a feather in the cap of Vitality, and for Apex as the captain to see himself playing well, as well as seeing one of his young guns play this well in a grand final in front of the biggest crowd so far that he's played. He'll be a proud, proud man.
Final chance for Neo to get in. The last time FaZe as an organization won a trophy here in the Royal Arena, Neo was inside the server.
That's nuts.
Trying to tap into that legacy here.
I think Cold Zero was the IGL, but we later found out it was Nico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Respect for supporting them when they're down. That's when they need it the most. The triple Galil play. And the energy they've kept all the way through CS2 is we're only X number of rounds down. They've only got 9. It's one of the biggest comebacks that they have to make, but I think one foot in front of the other is the strat. I really, you know, this is one of the teams we're not going to write off in this situation. We could just sing Vitality's praises because god damn, what a start to the day. But I don't think they're going to be any less focused just because they're on 12th.
Just the perfect moment for Flames to put forth an astronomical amount of kills. Nade early as well towards middle, just a warning sign of the defense that is in position. Spinks, well, doesn't even get a chance to shoot because Zywoo just rocks him. And then Spinks will pull off Brokey. Mezzi over towards B. This is a cataclysmic failure on the behalf of FaZe. A map that we don't know them for, but a map that they will want to forget as fast as possible. Vitality have shown up tonight, and Vitality will find themselves one map from hoisting a trophy in the Royal Arena. Don't go far, the grand final starts next.
And we thought this was a risk to pick Vertigo. I thought this was a curveball, a shenanigan. It turns out Vitality have proved mastery on this side. So much in control with the rhythm, the mid-round, the calls. If it were for a couple of clutches, this was beautiful from Vitality.
That was a bit of a surprise. You know, the pick in itself coming into this matchup surprised us a little bit. First time we ever get to see them played with Messi on the lineup. But as you said, the tenacity coming out from Vitality, the control, the pacing, the calling from Apex as well. And then, of course, some individual performances that we're going to highlight throughout this segment. This map had everything Vitality needed to be the perfect start inside Royal Arena.
And sometimes in a match like this, you need a good start. You need something to kickstart that fire within yourself. And this is what happened in round 2. We're talking about a Vitality who merely update pistols, not even Kevlar on site, and still it's about to work out for them.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You look at the round 2, and you see the buy coming into it. You'd think to yourself that this is a perfect opportunity for FaZe Clan to get off to a good start, but they wanted it differently, and it spears out of control. From round 2, you're seeing right now into the meta, we're looking at a Vitality that just straight up dominates the following rounds, straight up dominates the T side. You spoke about Apex calling. It was absolutely beautiful. You see Twist in this position. There's only so much he can do, left by himself, and at this point, honestly, I didn't think it would be Vitality just controlling the T side. But as you can see in the round distribution, that was the case.
These were already the first signs of a couple complications that FaZe had on the defense. But they played the way FaZe played, rather, very aggressive, very in your face. But they opened gaps, they opened duels. And you know who loved to take these goddamn duels? Flames. What an incredible way to kickstart the grand final, to have a 23+ map kill here in Copenhagen. This was fantastic from Flames.
That is one of the most impactful T-Sides Vertigo I've ever seen anyone play. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Sure, you may say that the game wasn't that close, and this clutch he could technically have won it well, but apart from that, he played a picture-perfect first half. You said it. He was willing to fight constantly. He was willing to go for the duels constantly. He was willing to create all the space needed, and honestly speaking, he was the only one needed from Vitality. He was single-handedly demanding respect on the server, single-handedly dictating rounds after round after round after round.
Oh my God.
Some of the best I've ever seen from Flames.
Look at all of these entries he was finding on B. And you mentioned clutch, Jacob, and I think we should take a second to consider. He missed the mark 2 clutches almost back-to-back. We're talking about a 1 versus 2 where Kerrigan pulls on the full defuse, and a 1 versus 1 against Robs where he sort of mismanages the angles, mismanages the timing. And this would have been enough to crush down a young Spirit. Many other players would have went back to the shelter after losing clutches like that, but not Flames. All that momentum that he built on at the beginning of this game came shining through, and he just poured it on them.
If you're Apex, you must love it, right? They came into this tournament, they came into the fact they lost Magic, and he said something along the lines of, someone else will have to step it up a bit. We cannot replace Magic. You can't replace one of the best players in his role ever. Messi's gonna do his absolute best, but a player that stepped it up and helped out the man on your screen right here was definitely Flamesy, taking more responsibility, dictating the game, coming in and playing the best he's ever played on a big stage. I absolutely love to see it.
And we have to say from an individual standpoint as well, which is always going to be the way in for FaZe, not a whole lot of people stepped up. It was merely the Robs show here.
Yeah.
Robs were here, Robs had a couple of moments, but he's shown he had a few movements in the map, a few incursions as well, which we know he's good at. But this was about it. It was really only Robs.
You're telling me Vitality would win 13-3 like this without even breaking a sweat, and we haven't mentioned Saivu at all? He wasn't even. Sure, Robs put on a bit of a fight and tried his absolute best, but it speaks volumes that we cannot highlight anyone else from the side of FaZe.
Right.
In this game, no one showed up. No one from the side of FaZe showed up, and that's what we've been praising them for. Surely they're not playing the most clinical Counter-Strike. They're not playing the best of the best Counter-Strike team composition-wise, but we always praise them for having the individuals that will always show up, whether it being Robs, Twist, Brokey for that matter. None of them did this game.
I mean, Vitality did a superb job at avoiding Robs. I think this is what it was about for them, to not give this guy the ability to multi-kill you. They went around him, they forced him to move. It just wasn't enough of FaZe, right?
It wasn't enough. There was nothing they could do about it. Nothing they could do about it. And it scares me a little bit. When you're looking at Vitality, you're looking at a Saivu, we haven't mentioned his name, they're still dominating the game. And you guess what happened yesterday on Nuke for FaZe Clan? Well, they lost to Complexity. So this match is all of a sudden up in the air.
But both teams have shown weaknesses in Copenhagen on Nuke, but now it's time to regather your strength. It's time for us to gather our strength as well. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break, and when we come back, we dive back into Nuke, the second map of this grand final here at Blast 4 Final.
to be lightning fast on the map of Vertigo, speedrunning us straight on into Nuke. And this is where things get a little bit complicated, because sure, it's the pick of FaZe coming into things, and you look at their win record recently, and it looks pretty damn good. But I want to remind you of the game versus Complexity yesterday, Matthew. Has that set any alarm bells off in your head for FaZe? Anything you want to see them improving coming into it this time?
I think both the Nuke against Complexity and this Vertigo against Vitality have shown me a side of FaZe to which we were not accustomed to for quite a while now, which is to FaZe to just roll over and basically get blasted out of the server. That worries me a tad for FaZe. We know they have the resilience, we know they have the backbone to bounce back, they've done it on multiple occasions, but no, I don't think we should be too happy for them. It's a complicated position to be in and reaction is needed.
Yeah, I think the reason why I'm worried is the fashion they lost Nuke yesterday to Complexity. The first 8 rounds was back-to-back team switching rounds. No one could win 2 in a row. It was force buy after force buy after force buy, and that is unlike FaZe Clan. You look at a guy like Kerrigan, yeah, maybe it happens once, maybe it happens twice in a game, but sure as not 3, 4, or 5 times which it did. So the fashion they were losing in yesterday, the fashion they couldn't control that game at any point against Complexity, that's a little bit worrisome for me, because Vitality is a better team, on paper at least.
And you mentioned Vitality, and let me make it very clear. Complacency is going to be their biggest enemy when it comes to this map 2. You've just had the easiest of time on map 1, and I will insist on this. Flame's performance has lifted any kind of pressure on anybody's shoulders.
Yes.
Because there is no need to be strong mentally when you have a young rookie like that who pops off and gets 23 kills. But that's where it gets dangerous. What if the game gets messy? What if it gets tough? What if Zywoo has to show up? What if Spinks has to show up? That curse, that responsibility is still on everybody. Do not think for a second that Flame is going to give you that performance again. Everyone's got to be ready.
No, I agree with you, and I fully agree with you, because it was only Flames he's showing up, but you just gave me the answer. What if Flames is not showing up? Well, then you got Spinks, one of the best rifles out there. Then you got Zywoo, arguably the best player the past 2 years. So there's still a lot of strings to play off if you're Vitality. If I'm FaZe right now, I would be a little bit worried. I agree with what you're saying, right? It's the fashion they've been losing in that shows a different side of FaZe we haven't seen the past month in Counter-Strike 2. So I'm not saying they can't claim their way back to it, because we've seen it time and time again. The second you count them out, that's when they come back, but I'm worried. I'm going to be honest.
I want to raise you, the CT start from Vitality. That's the side that they've chosen to start on coming into FaZe's pick. And that's where I feel like there's obviously going to be still areas of uncomfort, because Mezzy is slotting in position for where Magic's used to play, and that's a very important area of the map to be holding down.
And it's a very systematical issue that they have, because we're not only just pointing at Mezzy and saying, you're not doing enough, which you could argue, player for player, of course, isn't contributing as much as Magisk was. But the problem is how coherent the defense is compared to the rotations that you have to put through. We've seen Vitality time and time again be completely lost when people go down secret. The B-side rotation is messy as hell. It's disgusting to watch. I really hope that they had conversations about, guys, what are our protocols when this player A has to go down, player B has to take his spot. It's like a chess game. They have been outmatched by opponents time and time again. This is the moment to prove to me and to everybody that you learn from these mistakes.
If I'm a viewer at home, I'm looking towards Messi on ramp. He's going to be tested a lot by Kerrigan. That must be part of the game plan. Surely. I'm also looking towards Apex, because he's the guy that is supposed to help him a little bit with the rotation going lower bomb side. We saw Zywoo being caught off a couple of times in the game in this tournament. We saw Apex doing the same thing. And Messi is not feeling comfortable just yet. He's not the difference maker on the server he used to be in Fnatic. He's still being integrated. So if you're FaZe Clan, apply pressure. See if you can break them straight off the bat on that CT side towards ramp, towards the lower bomb side.
And that's something that we know Kerrigan is going to be pulling out, particularly on that T side, right? He is not afraid to be switching up the pace and trying to catch you off guard if you're on the defense.
Yeah, definitely, because he knows that whenever they can get a couple of trades and slow down the pace, he's got players who are very comfortable in these areas of game. Talk about Robs and the late lurk that he can have against the likes of Messi on ramp. Talk about Rain and the space that he will allow himself to take outside. If Vitality get pushed to the late round 3 versus 3, I will give FaZe the edge. I think they're better equipped to deal with it. So what Vitality need, and what we haven't seen so far on Nuke, is multi-kills. You need multi-kills to put you in a position where you just have to checkmate your opponent. You just have to get defensive positions and close the rounds. If you 1-for-1 and you've been stressed out, I think FaZe, they can definitely push us to a third.
They can push us to a third, but I will say there's also a bit of weaknesses within the FaZe game. We spoke about the performance here on Nuke yesterday against Complexity, more so the individuals not showing up. That's an issue to me. We know Kerrigan and Twist are the two players defending the inner bomb side. If you're Vitality, where do you want to go look out for? Kerrigan, not known to be the player who can shut that down by himself. Twist, you can normally rely on. He had an abysmal game on Vertigo. So if I'm Vitality right now, if I'm Apex, I'm looking towards that thinking that's a weakling. That's something we got to test. That's something we're going to see if Twist is still having a rough one. Otherwise, that could be it, right? So we rely a lot on the individuals in FaZe Clan. They gotta step up.
I love that you say that. I still believe it's a little bit of a coin flip. If you're in Apex's mind right now and your game plan is to bomb rush that A side, hoping that Twist isn't activated, isn't online, and he turns out on you with a multi-kill on first round, you might have just given him basically the key to your hotel room. You're giving him the key to the castle. He's back in the game. So you have to be sure that you want to tease the dragon. If he wakes up, you're in trouble.
Well, gentlemen, it is time to continue the action of this grand final. Potentially a chance for Vitality to take this one in two and put an end to that FaZe streak and Karrigan's dreams of lifting a trophy on home soil. It is time to get into Nuke.
Second map set to begin, that's right. We've got Nuke up next, we've got FaZe's win streak on the line, we've got Karrigan's hopes and dreams of hosting a trophy here inside the Royal Arena one last time. We saw Heroic do it last year, but what we just witnessed on Vertigo was a total masterclass from Vitality. It felt like FaZe finally have their hands full. It's been an absolute pleasure, Copenhagen, to call these matches here in the Royal Arena, but this is Blast's last time in this venue. I know what you have in store for us. I know that you can get rowdy. So Copenhagen, let me hear you roar!
It's a great life to be a CS caster.
It's a dream come true.
It's wonderful. With crowds like this, and a map like Nuke coming in with a team like FaZe to defend against Vitality.
Spinks close. Ooh, Brokey instant. Single bullet, dead. Up in the rafters, Apex and Flames combining on the site. These dual Berettas won't find anything further, and Rops is able to just flick one up to take man advantage FaZe. Then they hear that. They heard that. Brokey's on high alert.
Yeah, that was loud, but you know what's important? He got up.
And what do you do about this? He has no gun out, but Brokey doesn't take the chance. He's just throwing a wrench in the works. You see the panic out of Mezzi.
But he's handing the info over.
And he ran that. He's gone.
Yeah. So this is confirmed for Mezzi.
The same way that Mezzi gave info over to Brokey, Brokey gave it right back to Zywoo. Now Zywoo's got options. That nade doesn't quite find its mark. Man advantage for FaZe on a difficult T side versus a team that just cleaned them up.
I don't think they know.
Zywoo close. Brokey shoots, then Zywoo's able to strike him down, looking for more. He's gonna slay both on the bomb site, fight towards main. Rops will make the difference. We've got Mezzi to drop. A lot of pressure for a player who's been struggling to get any kills, let alone a very critical clutch. Oh! But a flick out of Mezzi!
On the jump spot. There's no way. Versus Rops of all people.
That's a lizard flick. That is an ancestral part of the UK brain that just snaps to the head.
That's absolutely disgusting.
Elizabeth would have been proud. Zywoo tries his damnedest with the two.
Oh!
What? Woo! On the way down, crash and burn.
Versus Rops, you know he's going to jump spot that so perfectly every time. That was his one chance. 10 seconds to defuse. As he goes down a hero for that one. Zywoo started out, though, with those two frags on that big flank. And he was so close to death with Brokey coming up right behind him on that ladder as well. And Mezzi coming in to replace Magisk inside of the ramp. Now, I actually think that this is one of the positions where I sort of wondered if Vitality could improve on the ramp. Magisk sometimes committed very heavily towards fights, and this map on CT side was incredible for Vitality overall, so there's still big shoes to fill, but that's to say that Mezzi maybe could add something, his own flavor if he's feeling comfortable enough.
Quick scramble though. Karrigan's made a ton of space, and then he even dodges the single door peek. Look at the way he's gotten up into control. While Twist serves up the distraction from ramp, Zywoo's now got his hands full, but he'll flick over. He'll kill them all. A tap out of the USP to make sure FaZe stay down.
Such a good slip through from Zywoo to get to the backside. Knowing that control door was open, he could have risked fighting Karrigan, but think about that, the inventory of control right there. He lets control get taken because he knows Mezzi is up inside control, ready to fight. He knows he's gonna have fights versus ramp first. And he could have stuck in the door and played it very safe, but he committed properly. That's a great move. It's Mezzi and ZywOo complimenting each other once again. The English and the French still have a chance, Connor.
Yeah, we're trying to, you know, bridge that gap.
Yeah.
It's an uphill battle, but we're trying. Apex spotting a little contact outer. At least that... It's not horrendous.
That's
still not ideal.
Yeah, there's a nice tell for them with the one smoke first, knowing they're going to get close to it. Wait till it's prim and proper. Throw the second one and cross. So they could chip down a touch. But the map control is great. And Mezzi, I knew they would be trying to attack him because we saw a bad map from him on ramp.
A weak link.
Yes.
Apex activates from the back of Garage. He'll make sure Kerrigan's out of this one. So double man advantage for Vitality, but they do have Mezzi in the open, toying with him off the double door. Where's the split? Where's the help? It doesn't come. Brain's then cleaned out by ZywOo, who's toppled by Twist on the backside. Twist has to have a better map than he did on Vertigo. That was atrocious. And he gets off of the bomb site pretty quick. They both split, change positions, looking to take it down into an even fight, but that's not gonna happen.
Oh, could have been 2-on-2.
It's Van Dalken up next.
Twist versus everyone.
He's just wiggled his way out of the bomb site. They've completely lost track of him for the time being. He knows there's one still up towards ramp, but where and when does he get a chance to strike? It's an easy kill to Apex, but he can't strike Spinks as the swing comes through, and Vitality's 3-0 start is strong.
And they immediately fan out to the defuse. They kill Twist at the same time. There was a chance it could have got stuck anyway, but that could have been a round one for Twist. And I think you're right. He needed it, but Vertigo was not a great showing. Already looking a lot better though on Nuke, and Vertigo, we don't know until after the match is over how much that really caught FaZe off guard. But we can see, I think by the numbers, that it clearly did very much. But if we're talking about reliable traders, it's definitely Spinks. He's got to be number one. ZywOo playing great so far in the final as well. Outshone a little bit by the fact that Flamesy, of course, I mean, he was shining the brightest. There was no way to have a bigger flame than that. And, oh, okay.
Maybe heebie-jeebies with headshots like that.
Yeah, okay. That's a really big find.
Otherwise, Apex trying to cross secret fast. And
yeah, that's a big tell in the setup, but neither FaZe weren't ready to attack off that, and Vitality are not totally compromised to defend this, except we see they are underplaying upper right now.
Ooh, Molly on Spinks. That's going to force him up, but good cover out of Brokey. Making sure man advantage doesn't slip away with ease. Flamesy taken off of the rooftops. Chance for ZywOo to at least claw back something.
They're still coming at them outside. This is the best chance to fight back, and he will find a way to.
But he loses so much health. Meanwhile, Rops has been able to slither down to the B site, so a ton of real estate still for FaZe to work with. They've got the bigger picture.
This probably is going to get respected, surely. I mean, these guys have been the dynamic duo, but they're far away now, and ZywOo's so low, so I guess just happy to fight his way out.
Flamesy went so incredibly above and beyond on that first map that we didn't need to lean on ZywOo. The desk mentioned Spinks could pick up slack, and already out of the gate, this time we're getting ZywOo up there. Gunning for an MVP performance. Of course, Spinks has been the player that's been hot on his heels. Spinks is the reason Vitality have looked so good throughout this fall finals. Flamesy drops a bomb out of nowhere in that last map, and suddenly this is a real beast. FaZe will answer early. Now they can't have what was done to them like yesterday. 9 rounds back and forth versus Complexity made this map look like a pain point for FaZe. They were never in it, didn't even look capable of stopping the North Americans, let alone Vitality. But a lot of that hinged on economy, back and forth, and limitations outside of individual levels. Avoid that, they will improve their score from last night.
Popular map from FaZe to try to run it down on Nuke over and over again, and Rain is the focus when it comes to outside. A lot on CT, and that's Flames and Mezzi going down. That's right, they turn the steam up all the way, and we've got Kerrigan back here. Actually, wait, he's separated from his teammates right now, and guess what he has on his back?
Maybe that all-important bomb. So this is going to be a little sketchy. Feels like Kerrigan's kind of on his own mission, but he can also just sit there and wait and allow for his teammates to be freed up. You don't need to plant if they're all dead, and at this point, they essentially are. Spinks, he's caught.
Yeah,
It's a measly 6 health for Apex, who's been found out and stranded towards ramp, cleared. Kerrigan's issue, not a problem.
Yeah, that maybe gave him more chances to try to fight back into it because they were wondering, why are they fighting us upstairs? They pretty much won the round already. Just let us save. But now they wipe out all exits, too. Just another Kerrigan master plan, of course. But these are moments where Mezzi has to turn up, and you can't die holding the ramp like that. You can do damage and fall off. You can do no damage and fall off, but you can't die without your kill. That's the worst case situation.
How much damage can ZywOo truly do with just that one M4? It's cool to see Vitality come in with some kind of an investment, but they flub the initial boost, and that delay in the boost, I mean, maybe that would have been a fair fight. But Rain just doing work from the top of that silo.
Yeah.
Not the first round he's found opening kills.
Yeah.
Apex included twice.
And we look back on Antwerp at what I think is maybe one of the best nuke performances of all time from Rain. See ya. T-side, CT side. It's a feast shot off. It is about Rain fighting outside, controlling it T-side. And on the CT side, roaming alone.
Still boggles my mind that since the inception of FaZe Clan in CSGO, we have had Rain sitting on this roster. Feels like things change in Counter-Strike so quickly, but if one thing remains the same,
it's
FaZe Rain.
Yeah, FaZe Rain. Was one of the people who absolutely doubted him in 2020. Things were looking bleak. And then the pull back all the way to Antwerp, and as soon as he got back to LAN,
exactly.
So was Rain.
Yeah, it felt like the online era could have been the end of a few of these players. Somebody like Olaf, who's been playing just as long, comes forward. Lack of motivation, just doesn't feel the same and a fizzle out. Not Rain, though.
Flush is saying he didn't know what tournament he was playing in sometimes.
Meanwhile, Rain still has MVPs in his back pocket. We get guns back up, Vitality trying to respond to this streak of FaZe rounds early on. 50% of the way through this first half. This defense certainly needs more. Not just in round wins, but at this point, utility. We're down to a single smoke, 2 flashes for the defense, and just this entire bomb site blanketed in fire.
Yeah, that's working. Look, they said dance. Flames is jumping around. Molly's everywhere. Down to 25 HP. Bargain basics.
Deep wall of
low
smokes
util. Oh, and the outside smokes at 110. That is tough to have to stomach. We could see that Apex position ready to catch a lurk. Mezzi here to try to do some damage outside, but the cross is open for now. He can, whoa, and they actually did try to catch this. They had 3 people ready, though, to fight this specific duel. Mezzi knows now, maybe they could be coming my direction. And that's the bomb, but
Rain managed to get down secret, but
are they maybe going to go upper?
Options open at 40 seconds.
It looks like they're trying to get a kill first. Finally, they'll drop. They can't ignore the amount of map control that Rain has taken, even though spotted.
Flames leads on low health, looking to be traded. Rain gonna make sure they both go down. No chance. It's gonna take Apex on the FAMAS to answer. Looks like cover for the bomb at the 20-second mark. Off the line, Brokey bullet sailing over top. But Rops, he has been waiting, and he will peek to kill Mezzi on the approach. Cuts off one end of this potential retake split. Apex has to wait, and it's not even a real chance for ZywOo to come through with this. So taking their time, slowly but surely. And I thought when Apex was deep on Guage, not shooting at main, that maybe Rain being heard underneath him could have fueled Vitality to a rock-solid B hold. Not the case.
Yeah.
It's Rain in control.
I wonder if there's some redundancy there. We had Apex behind the smokes in Elige waiting for someone to push through into Big Garage, but we also had Spinks, who was the one who got the kill from somebody who lurked through the smoke. Could Apex have used that opportunity to go and try to double up with Mezzi? In that rotation, that's where they needed the most help, and we're seeing that FaZe are trying to get to him, whether or not it's in the beginning of the round or later. Now, Kerrigan calls in a very complicated round here, right? It starts with upper pressure and the mollies, into the outside smokes, into the ramp walk, with lurks everywhere. So it's a very hard one to follow. But I think they did get what they were searching for, and that was confusing the CTs. And weakening the ramp, ultimately, was the goal. And money's just been very bad here for Vitality, so down 4-3 on 2 guns.
Rain's been very successful in cracking heads off Silo, but there it is
Are you
again.
Dude, what the hell? How accurate is the AK from that distance?
It's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Depends if Rain's holding it or not. That is so insane. Looking for another. Yeah, why not? He's on a tear with these bursts.
Meanwhile, we get a crossover towards red. We've got a lot of CTs here to stop it. Even if it's just the Deagle of Spinks, it sets up Apex perfectly. Little flick shot missed out of Brokey. Rain's gonna keep on gunning him down. And as another member comes out from that smoke, he fights and he gets shot right back. Watson Rain for all 5.
Okay. Wow, maybe we get a classic performance, grand finals performance out of Rain. Kerrigan wears the Batman mask, but when they need him, Rain's also a superhero. FAZE saying this absolutely will not end in 2 as they pick up 5 straight. Copying and pasting this position top silo. Look who's below.
This time it's Kerrigan up top. Apex on the retreat with the pressure bottom silos. Got to make sure that he doesn't expose himself to Kerrigan.
This was a play that they used to do with Magisk. Now using Apex up front.
It works. Spinks able to push through Hut. There's an answer set up by Vitality. It's not just Apex trying to fill Magisk's shoes, but layers, and those layers take to the top.
They can't, no.
Oh.
That timing is insane.
What can Spinks get up to from here?
Wait, what?
But I mean, yeah, okay, he has the, I mean, where would you rather be? Inside of the A site or sitting up on T roof doing absolutely nothing?
Oh, there was just no one here watching for the Hut exit. There's an op that's now useless basically into this round. And a chance actually for FAZE to crush even in the exits. Spinks found an unbelievable timing, but maybe he was better off going upstairs. How could you predict that, however?
Even then he sees a player out on garage, can't do anything about it. Rain's just gonna lean back.
That's the crazy thing about FAZE, right? Like they could have been going outside late, coming back into lobby late like that. There's no way for Spinks to figure out what's coming up next.
Yes, I mean,
they're just bringing you a new round every time.
Single kill inside a Hut from Spinks to Vitality feels like an amazing setup. They think they have the wool pulled over the eyes of FAZE, but instead, FAZE just creep into the A site, plant bomb, and close it, keeping the pressure as high as possible on Vitality. Again, Vitality are not the first team to take a map off of FAZE in CS2. The majority of their best of 3s go to that third decider.
They like to get beat up a little bit before they win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Connor relates.
It's just the nature of Vertigo that really, I think, put fear in the hearts of FAZE fans. But again, it's Vertigo of all maps. If there's any map in the world that FAZE are supposed to get blown out on, and who are you to question the resilience of FAZE?
Take in answers.
He's moving. Adaptation out of Zywoo, but a response in the form of Brokey. Up close, Brokey's op shines bright. Twist deep with the headshot. And that's going to keep Twists positive. Something he certainly wasn't across the first.
Oh, and it's like clockwork here.
Smokes fade out, man advantage held on to by FAZE as they're on fire.
They take this pressure outside, they pull Mezzi back out of the ramp, they look to maybe attack upper, but they keep options wide open, can drop secret. Impossible situation to synthesize for Vitality, and then they fall and they die. Their rotator now inside of the ramp, they know he's almost always alone. And Flames, as the second last player, looking to do anything, happy to take a 50-50 engagement, ends up getting destroyed. That is Vitality trying to answer the FAZE outer control. Winning on one front, losing on another. They don't get the sequence out of Zywoo. I don't know if there's a flash as he's crossing red, but Brokey's way ahead of it. Gets a much deeper angle after he takes Rain up top. That's a consolation prize. FAZE can afford to try that one more time, see if it works, because they've already got the value they looked for. If Vitality let it happen again, shame on them. If they get the kill, well, we'll trade it back. We can go on to our next level. And wow, FAZE, what a comeback. After 3 rounds, 7 straight. That has got to feel good. These days, you can never tell what's going to happen map to map.
Oh, of course. I like to think MR12 makes things a little spicy.
Yeah. Yeah, FaZe didn't put up that comeback, but it's always possible. But they're not a one-note team in that regard. They don't need to have a bad start and come back. They can also straight up dominate the game from the beginning as well.
It's a team that's seen it all. They've been in every situation.
Yeah. But we're seeing Flamesy die now in pedestrian manners. Inside of Mini, we're seeing Mezzi's rotations get pressure. But there's never been a double up inside of the ramp. You better believe we switch over sides. We get FaZe playing the ramp. They're going to have Brokey ready to fight with Flamesy at the, or sorry, ready to fight with Rops and the ramp at the right times. They're getting away with way too much. I think that Apex, as the second floater outside, sometimes primarily, has to be the one to reinforce all these different positions when he thinks he sees fit. It's going to be him and Zywoo, right?
Yeah, I mean, we see Zywoo be the adaptation.
Yeah.
Pushed out to the red box just last round. Good for him, 1 kill. Out of spawn again with guns. Trying to put up some kind of a defense. What does the T-side have in store?
Sometimes the best way to deal with a problem is to run headfirst into it. You know, if this happened to FaZe over and over again, you better believe they would be double pushing the ramp.
No doubt in my mind.
Getting the trophy control, and then forgetting about it.
Yes.
We haven't seen that once from Vitality.
Just looking a little stunned at the moment, but listen, this will help. Apex as far back as possible. Oh no, it's an assist. It's Zywoo up from heaven, in fact, that gets the kill. And they'll tether nicely. From heaven and hell, we get 2 engagements versus FaZe.
Here comes the reinforcements, kind of right on time. Now, will they keep it going, however? They're 5v3. They could get complacent and still win.
FaZe getting a little rowdy outside, pushing through those smoke grenades, thinking they're going to catch the defense off.
This would be such a FaZe moment if they won this round.
Well, we know they love a 1v4.
Yeah.
The Destroyers of North America. 3v5 is what it would take to keep this streak going within Nuke. This T-side still on fire. 2 rounds left to unfold in Apex. Well, edge to FaZe. Your options limited, but with this smoke, there's an uncertainty for Mezzi, and we said maybe with no information. Flamesy reveals himself with just the SMG. Brokey's now going to be too busy, and Vitality will lock this down. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Zywoo comes through. 3 kills and the assist. He is the difference maker.
And he's somebody I haven't worried about so far in this map. It's pretty much the new guys. It's been sort of the rotations. I wonder if Apex could do more to call. He's got a lot more young blood in here, but if Mezzi needs assistance too, it's on him to ask for it. And he asked for an op, actually, so that's that does take the edge off the rotation. You double up on the CT side of Nuke, and then you need to rotate less.
Flame's going to slide in. He's in the exact same position.
Oh,
but Zywoo's had enough. Sits him down. And Vitality CT side truly.
Oh, okay, this one will be interesting. Who is your 2023 Player of the Year? I'll start with you, Shush.
I mean, obviously, Robs has been playing for games.
I was going to say, I think this guy gets my vote.
It's quite obvious.
Yeah.
But usually it's an AWP player, so it's quite interesting. It's
that's kind of what I was going with the question earlier. Is like, it feels like riflers are getting a lot more
just sit within sight and hope to stop it. But will his ambition cost him? He comes around the corner and Spinks is able to react. That's 2 Ts confirmed in lobby. They have the bigger picture phase. But do they have the chance? As he comes up bent, Spinks slaps Brokey down and Rops. It's a single shot to get it back.
But the bomb is recoverable. Rops opens the door. Position now known. Spinks, these 2 lurkers.
Just tucks in. Spinks goes quiet. 30 seconds.
2 of the strongest clutchers this year could come down to a headshot. Not worried about the HP.
But I mean, what do you do? How do you do it with the door closed? With a barrier in place between the 2.
This is a massive call out.
They sit and they wait, and Spinks doesn't want to wait any longer. Spinks knows he has to make a move. He wants that extra bit of time just in case. And guess what? Rops makes the wrong move.
Oh my God. And Spinks will quietly put the bomb down. Rops thought after this amount of time, it must have been the case that he left.
But he
it wasn't
still just fly up this ladder and rip a headshot off of Spinks. Hell, hit him in the chest. 24 HP.
But he came out so fast. Does he think he missed the timing?
Plus with a smoke on sight, more insecurity.
Will the early door close make a difference?
Rops was the one that shut it in his face. He then tries to play it the other way around. Rops silently getting ever closer, but he's not working with that kit. It would be 10 seconds, and Spinks is not going to buy into this. Spinks is going to double it back. Time is of the essence. And now Spinks knows that he goes for the kill. And Rops, you may find your frag, but it's Vitality with the pistol.
That was a majestically played round out of Spinks. That's absolutely beautiful. Playing it with the knowledge in mind that he doesn't have a kit in that 1v1, out mind gaming his counterpart on FaZe in Rops.
Sometimes Counter-Strike's all-out war, and then other rounds like that, a beautiful game of chess.
Yeah, that was chess, absolutely. And what could be a tournament-winning pistol round. We'll find out. It's Vitality who are up a map. FaZe have to go against it. Look at this round from beginning to end out of Spinks. And this tournament, man. What a massive performance from him from beginning to what looks like the end.
I mean, he is ZywOo's right-hand man, nipping at his heels in the stats department. That's a great dink. I don't know, where does that come from? What was that?
He was just spamming in front of me through the smoke.
Oh, it's the M4, the one M4.
It's Apex luck.
Get a nade out on ramp. Oh, no, Kerrigan.
Oh, that's a massive. I mean, he's playing committed inside of the ramp. They don't see anything else right now.
Trying to get util out, looking to use that 5-7,
So
doesn't even get a shot off.
There's 2 options that happen. Either the CT's mass rotator ready to get downstairs, but normally the way they do that is by staying on the ramp. That's the easiest way to get down and fan out into dark and cross over towards clock. So Vitality know they've won a very important kill and piece of map control in a round like this. This is actually like a reassess, don't blunder type of situation, more so than what are they doing now? last time. This time he takes no damage back, 10 HP for Apex.
There's a lot of players outer for both these teams. That's a ton of damage, though. Now, Spinks is down to 13. Mezzi gets hit through him. Flames is trying to find something off Mini, but no chance. He at least keeps CTs back far enough that not only does he pick up this headshot, he's got teammates in position to jump.
Yeah, that's Ropstad, actually. Of course, that's a player who goes on to ramp, so now they know the rotation is down to one downstairs. One goes down the...
Oh, he's got to deliver this.
This angle can be good, but it can make you pay as well.
Oh, first one's clean. It's his 4th of the map. And is it enough to have them stutter? They stall out. They hold for a second. And again, Vitality, happy to play with the clock. But they're going to have to play off those with health. ZywOo, Flamesy. Apex and Spinks barely standing. Oh, Kerrigan, he tries to push in. And it's that opening right there that could prime Vitality to tie this game again.
Yeah, and Rain takes his first kill on top of Flamesy, finally, at Mini.
They clear out B site, no resistance, nothing here to stop them. Vitality can go ahead and plant.
Brokey's literally saving. He's already back in the corner of his spawn, yeah.
Vitality find their opening. It's, again, a lot of posturing, a lot of bodies, but more so Vitality just getting into secret. And Kerrigan, he's not even given a chance at a multi-spray. If 2 players come around that corner, maybe he gets them, but, I mean, Vitality perfectly stopped.
Yeah, that looked so nervous right there. I mean, I like that, like, Kerrigan goes for the re-aggression when he feels like it's time. Rain stays outside to try to finish off his food, and Flamesy up top on Mini. And they stick around to try to maintain control of outside. I think we saw more fear out of Vitality in that sense. But the fact that Vitality can withstand that pressure and fight back and come away with the win, and someone like Flamesy can stay alive for that long and come up with 2 kills, I think that's a really good sign for them. But all that really tells me is this game's going to be extremely close. Not so much that Vitality are suddenly going to take this away. FaZe still have more to show. Lots of money left over. Brokey's still on that op. It's this one. It's this one that's... This one, when you take Rops out in this position, you go downstairs, right? You know that he's out of place, and that it's probably Brokey opping the ramp. They can't be double pushing it, and they already saw Rain. So that's where FaZe's hand is kind of forced. And Rops takes a very good peek. Flames is just better. So they use the information perfectly with Apex at the helm, and they turn it into a victory, but they've still got to go through a whole new buy, and this time, got the double op.
Slight adaptation in the hands of Rops. Flames did such a good job off main last round. Every single CT was just getting peppered by him. Pressure all over the place until that clinical headshot shines through. And what a contrast. Again, we're swinging with 2 ops
Oh
in your
my god,
face,
that's so risky to do mid-round. They must have had some kind of read right there.
With nobody else as well.
Yeah, he must have, I don't know exactly. He felt super confident, clearly, to make that happen. Maybe, yeah, could have been something from a demo. Seeing them peel back, and now Kerrigan takes another peek. And that's a lot of information that Vitality are getting without a death.
He's still trying to make moves, but Brokey exposes. Spinks catching not just the kill through door, but then the player that's maybe supposed to cover. Kerrigan's gonna try to draw it back with a frag. He will, and it's a softened up Spinks, but just like the round prior, pressure downstairs. Can Rops really stop it with the op? Not by missing first shot. He may not even get a chance at a second, but he'll pop the smoke to create ambiguity. Which side does he peek?
He wants to take a risk, but he knows they're going to take over control side, 20 HP.
He's stuck.
Oh, the flash is perfect to get him off the angle.
No help.
Final nail, ZywOo. And that's too expensive to try to forfeit. But he's giving it up one way or the other, it seems like. Oh, Rops on the sidearm. Spinks takes him down, and that's a massive round for Vitality.
Maniac and Pimp pre-game as well, just discussing the possibility of Flamesy going absent in map 2. That's something that we've seen in the past, and sure enough, this is not Vertigo in terms of his performance.
Yeah.
Spinks puts up a huge round here because he catches the back of Brokey, and Twist, anticipating a T-side peek, wasn't ready for someone to be stagnant in the corner.
Yeah.
It's Spinks positioning, crisp aim, and a 3K on top of this to put Vitality back up.
His consistency is almost unparalleled. Like, in his role right now, he's so reliable every single time. And it looks like a great shot from ZywOo outside, but it's the risk that if Rain knew they were back there in that position, he would have never jumped up. So he must have had some kind of idea that they were going to fall back. He could call him out if that was the case. But he could have also done that walking up to the blue box, getting flashed in front of it, or doing it in a more safe way. Like from up there, he would have had to jump down and push all the way around. And that would have taken forever, right? Even if he saw no one back there. But sometimes if you don't have the info, you still have to play for it or play like you know what the move is going to be. Whoa, this one could be for 10 here for Vitality. Not a single rifle available at FaZe.
It's going to take one of those heroics, right? One of those miraculous moments that we know FaZe for. Something that starts like this. With Rob's solo kill on ramp, it looked good, but then we get the immediate push from Kerrigan. He just ran through lobby as if it was going to be completely open.
Yeah.
No care in the world. And it costs him, as Rops then falls right after because it's Vitality moving as a pack. The newer roster, with Mezzi sprinkled in, another rough game from him, but it doesn't matter because Vitality move as a unit. And that unit's about to just bombard this B site. But what they don't know is FaZe is here. Not one, but two. From the corner, Brokey dies. Then the peek, out of the deagle in the backside. He does snap up to finish Mezzi, and he tries his damnedest to get to the solo door, but Vitality are gonna have none of this. Vitality will take their 10th.
Wow.
They are not making mistakes.
I thought they would get nervous and lose this game. After the first half, I thought for sure. This speaks to leadership of Apex. I want to hammer that home. I 100% believe there's no way he got his troops together, got them out of that first half mentally. Flamesy, Mezzi told him we can do this on T side. ZywOo continues to deliver. Spinks continues to deliver. He just worries about the other two and himself. And they put up 3 great rounds now in a row.
Of course, it was the half out of FaZe. Just trying to make that magic happen. But the sparks aren't quite there within this second half, and time is running out if you were FaZe.
We saw how good Rain was on the T side. Going up top, clipping wings outside. He is instrumental.
Could have a moment queued up here. But again, when there's one, you get the entire hive. Swarm after swarm, Vitality taking over sites, but then also at moments just sitting here silent. And self-doubt creeps into the minds on a quiet night.
Oh, they use that info again.
That helps.
But hey, material for a position. Brokey gets a kill.
Rops hears this. And Rain's also trying to piece together some information. They know that there's players crawling outside. Mezzi on the close smoke picks up a huge kill, but remember, this has at least been heard.
It's a distraction though, isn't it?
Apex is waiting and waiting. He looks away, but turns back in time.
Oh, another massive.
Not let Kerrigan slip out of here.
It's another massive win for him over Kerrigan inside the lobby.
Kerrigan thinking he could get away with something fancy. Brokey will find the trade at least. Apex not able to escape the hive. Robs deep, finds his. And that's man advantage back for FaZe. Robs will even hold back Spinks. Okay, the desperation's here, and so is Flames. Lost clutches on Vertigo back-to-back. It's the one thing that he could not do in the first map of this series was close a clutch. And guess what? Time will decide that he can't do it again.
Wow, you gotta give it up to FaZe, man. The fact that they kept the pressure on, no matter what, that looked completely lost.
Just leaning back, even losing Rain on Secret.
Yeah, when they lost Rain on Secret, you think, no way. And they could have gone downstairs, but they did not. They were not cohesive. Just after accrediting Apex for keeping the troops together in these last 3 rounds, here they got confused, fell into the trap. But again, it's because FaZe are so good at cultivating chaotic situations and staying on top of every single detail. And again, Kerrigan, thorough but not strict. His individuals are allowed to make decisions for themselves. He proved that's the best way to play CS. And that's why FaZe are so sustainable, so scary for such long periods of time.
Yeah, but a round loss right now, I would snap FaZe in half. We see the limitations already come out. Forward spots. And again, Vitality creep. Robs was huge in hell last round, holding back, making sure Spinks couldn't get out with that bomb, just delayed long enough for the clutch to not even have a possibility. He's kept himself down, but the moment he pops up, Mezzi adds one to the tally, and you see the immediate pounce come out of Vitality. FaZe are frantic to put up some kind of a defense to not get reset. Rain will make sure he brings one down with him, but as the fire pops, Kerrigan comes out, twist, burns to the hands of ZywOo.
Oh, what a big risk.
Man advantage. And Zywoo's gonna lay down smoke, makes it harder for the CTs. They just disrespected utility. They try it again, and it doesn't work on either front.
There's no tunnel vision. They dropped the smokes down, but they still watched him. They had 3 pairs of eyes.
That instant headshot over towards the ramp. Rob's dying, B-site crumbles, Twists and Rain can't get enough, and Vitality 2 away.
Wow, the dink is just not enough right there. He needed to be able to slink away. The same standard was held to Mezzy. If you die in the ramp, that could be too much. Even if ramp is open, even if ramp is completely open and no one's playing there, that will actually burn time off the clock. They don't have info, they don't have that kill. But when you kill the ramp player, then your options are wide open. You see the name in the kill feed and you know the setup now. That's too much. That's Rops' nightmare. That's FaZe's nightmare. And that's Vitality getting one step closer to closing out this whole damn tournament.
We've seen double op setups. We've seen entire groups of FaZe players outside. We've seen Rain try to do it on his own. We've seen the variation in FaZe that we've come to praise. We see them get wild on that Molotov towards double. If Twist could have just gotten out of the flames,
I
then
can
maybe.
totally understand why they indulged in pushing one after another right there. There actually is a world where they 2K completely ruin the setup, and then a flank comes in from the vent or wherever and does the rest of it. Rain was the one who took the best risk inside of control room, but then Kerrigan, Twist, 2 players betting on black and both coming up with nothing. They gambled for that one. They lost.
That last round, an embodiment of trying to create the chaos so you can thrive in the carnage that comes after. But instead, it's a timidness out of Brokey as he goes for the save, and FaZe are going broke.
Oh, every marble on this right now. Brokey has the op in hand, nobody else.
Earlier this event,
Rops at least has an AUG.
When Twist nearly lost the game with FaZe, he said, man, I almost kind of thought our streak was over. But we continue to fight with fire in our bellies. And so they'll need to defend it again here in Grand Finals. But guess what? Sphinx sees you coming.
He pre-cleared this.
Not gonna happen, bud. Brokey hits the deck, but trade's right there.
Okay.
There's layers on this defense. And honestly, MP9 exchange for op, let's see it. Twist has put forward great op frags in the past.
Let's even transfer his skills from Anubis because that's where he really showed off.
Deep range out of Rops. Holds the line to just deter Vitality from getting ever closer to this ramp. Last round it came for free. This time seems close.
They tried to dry swing it because they saw the op on upper, but now they see the second best gun of the round in Rops is also a scope. A great weapon to have at ramp.
Twist ever patient. Vitality limited. They haven't had any control outside, so it makes sense. Go ahead, try to swing your split. I love that he catches him on the third piece of utility. Smoke, flash, no problem. Molotov is where Twist draws the line, but the op starts to get away from it. Twist sticks it in the belly of it. And FaZe makes sure that the fight goes back and forth. 4 rounds, none consecutive. This is where FaZe thrive.
Yeah, that's right. 1 round game. Like magic, an op, an AUG, and the next best gun being a FAMAS after this 5v4, and Twist.
Recovery.
Oh, the recovery, the quick scoop of the op as well on top of the trade with the MP9. The trades are there.
With that opening kill, Brokey getting caught without realizing that he'd let somebody get into the corner.
Yep.
No, that's all Twist right there.
That could have been it, for sure. That was such a sneaky move from Spinks. He sometimes does get there into the back right of Hut, but when Brokey went to check on it initially, already missed the timing. Then when he came back, he was definitely dead. And Apex is trying to conjure up a plan.
Frantically.
Yep.
As timeouts start to run dry.
Pressure is on.
Run out.
Full buy for both teams. Vitality looking for tournament point. FaZe looking to tie.
Come on, Vitality, come on, come on. Please,
Molly's outer.
Win.
We're gonna get a deep position from Rain. Contrast that to when he climbs up on blue box, gives away opening kill. Who plays safer, or who runs a risk that could very well pay off? Little clash on the squeaky door, no deaths yet, but you know you want to get out of there. Single bullet could have finished the job. Spinks from instrumental to near non-existent.
Kerrigan got so much damage on that, but couldn't finish him off.
Come on, Vitality, you can do it.
A couple of times coming into the lobby, getting outflanked, caught by Apex, actually, not even Spinks. Vitality will shift to a new gear after getting shoved out of their own lobby. Oh, we were talking about a pretty broke Vitality here, actually. I didn't even realize that Spinks is now on this Deagle.
Oh no, this is real. This is FaZe with a very real chance of cracking the cache.
That means there's only exactly enough utility needed for the game plan. Let's see if they can stick to it.
Every piece important. Each and every step of the way, coupled with a nade. And there goes a very crucial flash to main. They're gonna test Kerrigan, and Flamesy picks it up. It's deep from Garage, he lays down the law, and Apex. Brokey! No entry allowed. That passive position from Rain, not clambering over boxes, not looking for fights, but letting Vitality make their move.
Oh, after that, they got the 5v4, and Rain, all in one breath, puts the spray down, and the full house for Brokey here with the last kill.
Man, that last shot's electric.
And that was Apex's final plan. I'm sure he wasn't even counting on the fact that they now have to full eco to defend against map point. Saiwu, the hero AK of the round.
Come on. He can't be this good. They told me he was done in CS2. And yet highest rated player of the event coming into his own, 21 frags on the map.
He's already picked his fight. It's only a matter of time. We're gonna watch this shape up in the next few seconds.
We've seen a contrast in Rops' results from getting blinded by a 5-7 and losing the B site to posting frags if he can hold down there. This time he's going to play upper.
No, don't pick
Took a bit of a glance deep, but he didn't see the cross. And remember, there is a gun in there.
Make a crossfire maybe, Vitality, if you hear me.
There's only one Zaiwu. But believe it or not, sometimes one is all you need.
Come on.
No matter where they go, though, the approach met by Smoke, perfectly timed first on ramp and then a second down on Squeaky. Vitality are just kind of being pushed back and forth.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't want to block the exec, especially versus the stack site. Rops is alone here.
And he wins the fight. Critically, that AK goes down. And you'd think without Zaiwu, without armor, it's got to be impossible.
Maybe away.
You can try to rush that bomb site.
Let's go.
That's the op. That's the bottom of heaven. That's Kerrigan now rotating in. Door swung open. They heard it.
20 seconds. They're trying to piece together the picture. To steal the 12th round like this, I mean, that's taking a page out of FaZe's book. Kerrigan leans back and Apex has found the safe plan. Now they need a retake.
Let's go.
Messi, quiet across this event, hits a critical headshot. A 2 versus 4, but there's not even a kill.
Let's go.
Nothing.
Why did they block them? Connor, they blocked them from going back upstairs.
Last one.
They could have just walked out Squeaky, and all of a sudden, FaZe inside that bomb site, they rip flesh from bone. Instead, Vitality on the brink of taking 12. Vitality will have one opportunity to steal away FaZe's win.
They sent them back to Rops by himself when they had 2 people upstairs. Yeah, they get to show off that they called out their positions, but they didn't even have a stack ready for the site, the part of the map that was going to be open.
Insanity. And that's without Zaiwu.
And that's without Zaiwu. And that's without Brokey in support there. They weren't trying to funnel it to the correct location.
Look at this.
And they suffer the trade. We've already seen Rops die 1 for 1.
Incredible.
Or even
down
less.
The
yeah.
Mezzi posted on the Kerrigan angle. Apex also slithering through site around the rafters, falling down behind Silo, just perfectly placing bomb. Everything falls into place wonderfully for Vitality. And after having his dreams crushed by his countrymen last year, Kerrigan, with a mere pistol, will face back-to-back heartbreaks in the Royal Arena.
Oh, and this almost looked tragic for Vitality. But now what have we got? They're in a king position.
Let's go. Guys, just 1 point. 1 point, just 1 point. 1 point. Oh, it's Apex.
To add frags, but Brokey's back sight. And he will not play timid.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
It's over. And you have a new CS2
Let's go.
grand champion.
Oh, they did it. They ended this
It's
series
like
for
this.
FaZe.
Let's go.
Through all the consistency
We did it.
with the new
We did it.
guys. Messi coming up with a trophy.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is not a Vitality
Let's go.
that leans on years of experience. This is not a Vitality leaning on the
I
core
trust
of
Vitality.
Dupree,
It's
Magisk, and
Vitality
Sonic.
win for
These are
sure.
not legends.
100%.
These are newcomers.
It's impossible FaZe
And
win.
those newcomers have just stopped FaZe in their
Vitality.
tracks when they felt
Vitality
so
is the best
incredibly
team.
invincible.
I told you guys, Vitality is the best team for
achievement of
10
CS
years.
in the last 10 years of Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
Flames,
he just said.
a
He
second
just said.
trophy. Spinks and him side by side. And an unquestionable performance
Oh
from
my
ZywOo,
fucking
who
God.
on map 1 didn't have to do it himself, but on this second
Nice,
map
very
proved the
nice.
haters wrong.
Vitality, you are
Doesn't matter
very
what
good.
version of this game, ZywOo's here to stay. He's not
Oh my
going
fucking
anywhere.
God, I can't believe it.
You can see the jubilation.
Guys.
Just pure ecstasy for this lineup. Apex proving it again, saying they couldn't replace Magisk, well they have. And they've done so successfully in the face of the crowd without a Danish player here in the Royal Arena. Success for the new,
No, Carrigan,
a test to the new coach, Xtaz, who has come back after a tumultuous couple of years, proving so much and stealing a Royal Arena away from Kerrigan.
For the second time in a row. For the second time, he falls at the final hurdle. And so, the golden gates of the Royal Arena open yet again. In the grand finals, they've slain the final Dane. They drop FaZe on their heads. Rising to the occasion to put a historic run to its end. A major return to form. A new force to be reckoned with. The Blast Fall Finals champions. Behold, Team Vitality!
Let's go! Nice, Vitality! Nice! I love you, Vitality. I love you. Love you. Oh my god, what is just happened? What is just happened? I'm gonna cry, guys. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna fucking cry. I'm gonna fucking cry. I'm gonna fucking cry, guys. Let's go.
Team Vitality have done it against all odds and with a new team here. Xtaz, let me start with you. You just come back, you had a new player in, and you lift a trophy. Did you always believe this was possible?
Yeah, as I said before the tournament, I think we could win the trophy or maybe finish last, and we decided to take the first option.
Of course.
So I'm really proud of the guy today.
Mezzy, first ever trophy. What can you say?
It's yeah, for the king. Pretty speechless. I think 2 weeks in the team, and this is how they do it at Vitality. So it's a good welcome in at least.
And looking at this fight, you come to your first event with the team. There's little practice. It's been some tough games for sure. But what did these guys tell you when you got to this stage?
I think it's just the fight from everyone in this team that's kept us going in all these games. Winning the first map in a lot of these best of threes and just coming back to fight, it's insane. The mentality that we have is something that we're going to keep forever.
Now, Dan, you said you wanted to prove the Danes that they made a mistake here, right? That's what we saw in the interview. Have you done it?
Not yet, not yet. We have a long run to do. I'm just so proud of the boys. I mean, what we've done here. I didn't expect to win the tournament before coming here. But the grind we made all together, practice, individual, was insane. And yeah, I mean, I love it, and I'm just speechless, and it's just good to win finally in Copenhagen after losing 2 years ago.
And I want to ask you, Dan, you have to add a new player into a team, right? There's a lot that changes with it, and for you guys, even position changes as well. What did it take from you as the leader? How did you try and piece this all together?
For me, what I try to do is put William in the best condition. It's not easy for him to fit Magisk roles. So he wasn't playing too much of an anchor before and everything, so it's not easy. So I try to help him as much as possible, while the other made their job as usual, I would say. A lot of credit for Char also this tournament. He stepped up massively. That's what I said on National TV, that when you lose Magisk, He takes a lot of space in the team, but someone had to do it as well, and this tournament it was Char, so prop to him. And yeah, just really happy. Finally, we win here in Copenhagen. And guys, who said Zao wasn't good on CS2 for fuck's sake?
Copenhagen and the Royal Arena. Give it up for your champions, Team Vitality!
Vitality victorious and crowned the kings here in Copenhagen. We're talking about the first event where Messi was brought into the mix. The first event where Xtaz returned to his former squad and they take home the gold. And what a poetic way to get it done, Matthew. We're talking about their backs being pushed against the wall on that map of Nuke. Some miracle rounds pulled out the bag, and Vitality now taking home finally the trophy from Copenhagen.
Vitality started a streak for showing
do them again? I don't know.
an incredible character.
Flamesy, yeah, let's go up.
Up until that point, only FaZe could win. Who else but FaZe could win a round in a full eco to put you on 12 with augmented pistols? Vitality put it out the hat. And that is the moment where you know, you understand, you're looking at champions who are ready to take these risks in the moment that matters the most.
You are indeed at
Flames or Metsi?
champions match, and I think Apex said it pretty well on the stage.
Oh, Apex again.
Who on earth thought that Saivu wasn't a great Counter-Strike 2 player? Just because we're changing the game a little bit, just because the maps looks a little bit different. Of course, one of the greatest players to ever touch our goddamn game is showing up in the final, and it did it in style. The impact he had on Nuke right here. Sure, it was a team from
Let's let
Vitality
Donut
showing
cook.
up all together. We can't forget about
She may call us in a second with an interview.
Dominant performance, but when push comes to shove, second map Nuke, guess who shows up? It's your wonderful Saivu.
And of course, we have to be relying on him being such an instrumental player. And I think you put it perfectly, Jacob. The style, the impact that he was able to deliver, game-changing for Vitality in the final moments of the second map.
You gotta understand, even though he was the best in CSGO, there was no
A big black
guarantee
clock.
that would
I don't get
transfer to CS2. We didn't know. Some players out there are struggling. We don't really know what's gonna happen with Nico. Simple is taking a few months off. We didn't know he was going to provide that kind of level. And the first few signs we saw in Sydney were worrying. They were concerning. And then the question becomes, how do you react? How do you deal with this, Saivu? Do you think we're gonna give you the same level of scrutiny? No, we are not.
Robert Vertigo.
You are the chosen one. You are
Map
someone
1
we are
didn't
going
even
to
exist.
analyze every single mistakes, every single moment you don't deliver
I say,
that
we
star level
smoked
performance, we're
them,
gonna be there to
Apex.
step on you. And he answered the most beautiful way. He's had reference maps throughout this series. You're looking at the playoff, and in each and every game of the goddamn playoff, he's had a moment where only Zaiwu can do what Zaiwu does. And that makes me happy.
Wow. It makes me insanely happy to watch Matthew. Another thing that makes me insanely happy
Headset off.
would of course be our wonderful Apex. One thing is the personality that he brings to our game, but as a raw in-game leader, we have to start the conversation up there with him being, if not
Bro,
the
we need
best,
a losers
one of the
interview. We
best.
deserve
He
it.
was able to bring in Messi into this lineup. He was able to integrate Spinksy
Come
into
on,
the
bruh.
lineup. He's been able to integrate Flamesy into his lineup, and he's continuing to win trophies. Sure, it's mitigated. Sure, it's easier when you have Cyber on your team.
Oh
That's
my
a big help
days.
to it. But as a raw in-game leader, I think Apex has made the case the past couple of years that he's up there with the very best in the world. There's no doubt about it in my mind.
All the success he's had in the last few years is quite impressive, I have to be honest with you. He said it himself in an interview. He was here 2 years ago, and that trophy just got swept away by Navi.
Chat.
At the time, he did
Last
not have
reminder.
the weapons to answer back. He did
Friday,
not
we're
have the
doing a
players,
thing
he
that
did
you're not
have the
gonna be happy
pedigree
about.
beside him to stop Navi. But
Friday.
today, with that team, he showcases the
Valorant
improvement
stream.
as an IGL.
This
the story,
Friday.
the path that he's been on.
3
and
p.m.
it's great to
CET.
witness. They give shout-outs to Flamesy.
Make sure to not be here if you don't like that game. Alright? We're gonna try it out. If there's an eagle, I'm gonna try to ask for an Uwu Ara. Alright? I'm gonna buy the Z skin. If we get an ace, it plays this jingle for us. It's gonna be nice. Oh my god, I'm excited. Alright, chat? Let's go.
It's really been, you know, a coming of age, I would say, for Flames.
One quick reminder.
Having to integrate into Vitality.
TikTok challenge. Every single week I'm giving away $500 to people that post clips from the stream on TikTok. If you want to participate, use hashtag #OwnAPixel. You can just copy paste clips from the stream on TikTok.
Wait, I didn't see.
3K so far.
TikTok weekly. Only Pixel server. Yeah, but I'm on it. And rules. Announcement. What the fuck is going on? What the heck? Oh! Where is Will? Why I can't see? I can't see TikTok. Like, don't know.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really grateful. It's an amazing opportunity. Where is the stream? This?
Yeah, this is camera. Just ignore this.
Okay. So I'm just really happy. I'm really excited that it's Messi first week in the team and he gave glory to England. So I'm just happy with it.
How do you feel playing with him?
Wow, I love it. The thing, it's so refreshing having a person that speaks English in the team, but fluent. And he's a really nice guy. He's a really good player. So we have nothing bad to say about him. And also he took so much responsibility replacing Magisk. So yeah, happy with him.
Yeah, big shoes to fill, but I'm glad he could do it and that he won. Same Z. So, One, what chat questions do you have? Did you write them to me? One, no.
Now I can hear you again. Now I can hear you.
You can hear me, okay.
Yeah.
So, what chat question do you want me to ask him, One? Do you have anything prepared?
Yeah, first I want to know, how is it to play with Spinks? Because aren't they like homies from a long time ago?
Yeah, so One is asking, how is it to play with Spinks? Are you not like homies, like old homies, like you come from the same town and stuff, or not?
Not from the same town. He lives far away from me in Israel, so it's not so far away. But I mean, it's fun. It's my friend from home, not home.
How long do you know him for?
2015, I know him, something like that. Since 2015, yeah. But we were not really great friends before Vitality.
Why? You had beef or what?
No, we didn't have beef. We just we were living far away and we were always in separate teams and competitors. So,
okay.
So,
and now you're together.
But we were friends, but just not like best
yeah,
friends.
I see. Yeah, no boyfriends.
Like don't know.
One, what else?
I want to know what he does before a match. Any like special breakfast or routine?
Okay, do you have like some like do you have a special routine before a match, like a special breakfast or something you do always before a match, like a final or something?
No, I don't have anything. I think generally I just have to sleep 8 hours and I'm good. That's the main thing.
What other games?
Okay.
Favorite game outside of CS?
Do you play any other games outside of CS?
Oh yeah. I started playing. I don't know if people know it, but it's a game called Maple Story. It's a 2008 kind of game, MMO. I play Rocket League, and I play, and that's it. Right now, that's it.
No
but
shot.
And CS.
Yeah, of course yes. No, what?
Yeah, I used to, because I like the game. It's cool animation, but it's refreshing for like 2 matches, and then I leave.
It's boring after 2-3 matches, right?
Yeah, that's why I leave.
Didn't say Valorant.
Any other question for him?
Any words for the stream?
When I see those interviews, you always ask or boobs, these questions.
We asked this only once, not twice.
Yeah, but in Brazil it was banger.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, everyone was spamming answer boobs. I had to do it.
Now he has to answer it.
The chat forced me. Now you have to answer also. So what?
I think okay. So I will elaborate. So it's us usually.
Yeah.
But if it's a picture, it's boobs.
Whoa!
Okay.
Nah, that makes sense though.
He was waiting for it. Oh my god, only we're famous for answer boobs. Wait, let me ask you something in the chat. You watch anime, right?
Yeah.
What is your top 3 animes? What would you recommend?
So I will elaborate. It's us usually.
Yeah.
But if it's a Brazil, it was banger.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, everyone was spamming answer boobs. I had to do it.
Now he has to answer it.
The chat forced me. Now you have to answer also. So what?
I think okay. So I will elaborate. So it's us usually.
Yeah.
But if it's a picture, it's boobs.
Whoa!
Okay.
Nah, that makes sense though.
He was waiting for it. Oh my god, only we're famous for answer boobs. Wait, let me ask you something.
Yeah, just me.
See you.
Flames.
See you.
Flames.
Now we gotta talk to Spinks, yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Bro,
sir.
Spinks.
Yeah, he is not here.
Nine, Donna, please.
Wait.
Donna, please.
He just wait.
Wait.
For who is he's waiting?
Nine.
Who is waiting? For who is waiting?
Did you remember?
For who she is waiting?
Nine.
Behind you, Apex.
Do you know where Spinks is? I don't see him. Did he leave or what?
Maybe somewhere there.
Let's check maybe somewhere there.
Okay, let's check maybe somewhere there. Come.
Yeah, Apex. She's searched for the. You're gonna find.
Please.
Spinks.
Oh, that guy, the prof guy.
Spinks.
Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him.
Wait, let's talk to. No,
Oh,
no,
hell
okay.
no. He invited me to a party. I didn't answer yet.
Wait. By the way, yes, he asked. Ono, do you want to co-stream the HLTV awards? He asked me.
Co-stream. The last time he said, "Oh yeah, I don't know if we can do that because what are we gaining from it?"
No way, he didn't say that.
That was last year though.
No, you requested. He said, "I don't know what we gain from it."
Yes.
No, I think he explained me. He said they were not sure how it will be, and maybe like it's like he didn't know how it would be like if you also co-stream and if it's interesting. But he asked me because I'm gonna go there. Like they invited me as a guest, and he said if you co-stream, then we can also do some interviews there.
Yes,
Xantares were there.
After having a look, Xantares with the info needs a 1v1, trying to bait out SDY.
Xantares is.
And that's the winning frag for the first game. Monty takes Vertigo from Eternal Fire.
Eternal Fire tried to mount.
I didn't get
Behind you. In the back. Nee, behind you somewhere, I think.
It's not
trolling.
Over here.
Huh?
Are they trolling?
Ryan? Hello? Do you know where Spinks is? Did he leave?
Come on.
No, he already left, sorry.
He left, or... I forgot to ask him. Oh, there he is!
Spinks!
We found him. Yeah, Chat saw him.
We found
Spinks.
He's she's found it. She found it.
He wants to talk to you. So, yeah, they're homies. So let's come here. I cannot go behind us. Just like I said here.
So on Pixel's team.
Yeah.
One.
He says congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, On. I love you and keep doing what you are doing.
Love.
One?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm blushing as well. Now I'm nervous if he's nervous.
He's blushing. He's nervous. He's nervous because...
I'm more nervous than you, believe me.
Yeah, bro, GG's. He played insane this tournament. Don't ask some questions.
You
You gotta
played
wing
insane.
it.
Okay, he said you played insane. So we're asking a lot of players about Fortnite, for example. Have you ever played Fortnite?
No, she's
I played it in the start a bit, and then I won one of my first games. I didn't know how to build, but I killed people. But then I stopped.
Would you play Fortnite with owner, like no build?
Please.
There's a mod where you don't have to build.
Please.
You played with Ken, yes, they made first place.
No, not
yeah, we can try something.
Yeah.
You know that owner is gonna play Valorant on Friday. What do you think about this?
Why?
Nine, I have to try it. I have to try it. I don't like it. I have to try it. To shit on it. To shit on it.
He has to fry it, so he can shit on it. You know, he wants to try it so he can say, "Oh, this game is so bad."
You better say not so good stuff on it, huh?
So you're gonna watch him, huh?
If I have time, of course.
I'm watching you.
I have a YouTube page I'm following that uploading every time on Pixel stuff. Every time I'm bored, I have 30 minutes and... I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
One of his channels.
On a Pixel something.
The goat, bro.
One, did you think of anything else, or should I continue?
Say something.
I don't want to keep him so long.
Okay,
He wants to celebrate.
if he wants to say something, let him say. I'm nervous.
Do you want to say something to the stream? Because he's so nervous because he sees you.
Well, thank you everyone for the support. Keep supporting Gona as well. I think he's maybe one of the best streamers we have right now in the CS scene. And Gona, keep doing what you're doing, and that's it.
Oh,
he's blushing. Thank you so much, Spinks. Congrats also from me, and yeah, much love from everyone. Much love. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
And have a safe trip home.
Thank you.
Bye.
What a fucking goat, bro. I love Spinks.
Okay.
Dona, I love Spinks.
Why are you so nervous?
Where is Zabu?
Nah, Dona. Oh man, Dona. Can we get
Let's
next
go
time
to-
like an earpiece or something where we can like where they can hear me? Because I say like I say like yeah. What did I say? I said something like
You didn't say. You said
Nine, I said something trying, and then you converted it to frying. So he thinks I'm like frying something.
Go find Zabu.
What? I didn't even say frying. What are you
Go
talking?
find
Zabu.
What? It's
Never
fake
mind,
news.
never mind,
I
never
never
mind.
said frying.
Never mind.
Come, let's go to crowd. You want to have crowd a bit, or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh my God! It's already over. It was so fast.
Yeah,
right,
Dona,
Ona?
so quick, no? It just
Crazy,
started.
man. Crazy. Wait. Should we get our stuff and then, or you just want to come back? Let's get our stuff. So maybe I want to leave then right away.
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
we'll get our stuff quick, okay?
Yeah. No problem.
Are you gonna? Look, I'm so discombobulated. Always go the wrong side. One,
Yeah.
will you play anything else, or are you gonna go offline soon?
I don't know.
I don't.
So you're really playing Fortnite or Valorant on Friday or what?
Yeah. Valorant Friday. We're trying it out.
Will you play alone or will you play with Valorant players?
I think alone on that day.
Okay.
I thought
I'm very curious.
The one guy messaged me. Do you know the Jason Wiener guy? Who's like
I don't know anyone. Oh, Jason Wiener or what?
who always asks, can I have an Ara, can I have an Ubu? Who always baits it hella. He asked if we want to play, but
yeah, but why you don't play with him?
I think solo it's
fun.
gonna be nice because I don't want to have someone explain me everything. I want to find it out myself, you know?
You can grab yourself. Yeah, okay,
And
I
then-
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring everything. Yeah, thank you.
No,
yeah, I
Jason,
understand.
please. You're chill.
Wait, which Jason?
Yeah, it's his name. I don't know.
The Wiener or what?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Wiener guy.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll show you. But this is media room. They're about to leave.
Man.
People I
But
don't
Dona,
know.
this phone, how does it outperform microphones and stuff? You gotta keep this phone, Dona.
Oh, by the way, I have to leave the microphone stuff from the Banga guy. I almost took it home. What the fuck? I almost robbed them. I almost robbed Blast. What the fuck? Wait, look, I show you.
Oha, the handbag. Is that real gold?
No, of course not. It's fake. I would not buy real. It's like weird for. Here.
He just. She
The whole
just said
station.
this face.
Banga guy. Does anyone know the Blast audio guy that was here? Anyone works in Blast here?
Banga guy.
No one works for Blast here. What do I do now? I don't know what to do. Hey, Banga guy, if you see this, please get your things.
I can't remember his Twitch name. It was Tom something.
Man.
Started with the T.
Ryan,
that's all I know.
okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay.
Just leave it with another Blast guy, no? Like they will give
No,
it
this
to
is
him.
this is Ryan. You know the guy who helped us, like who organizes the interviews. He works for Blast. I will leave it here. So I will tell Banga guy. No, this is mine. Thank you. I will tell Banga guy to go to Ryan's desk. Okay. Oh. Let me just hold it. Thank you. What does chat say?
Yeah, it's an emoji Banga.
Oh, hi.
Oh, shizzle.
Sorry, we're live right now. I left the audio microphone there. Oh, you can give them to me? Yeah, I will give you. Perfect.
Nice.
What a timing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Perfect timing.
Banger guy.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Oh no, this is a sign
I understood
from God,
banger.
which means you have to open another case. A dreams and nightmares.
9. No cases.
Nah, it's okay. Don't open. Not everyone left now. I want to see some people outside.
Right.
But the finals was over so fast, right?
Yeah, for sure. Is it maybe because MR12 as well? I don't know. Yeah, look, I was live for only 4 hours. It was the best of 3. Okay, map 1 went.
Yeah, it was nothing, right?
Yeah, it was so quick.
It's crazy.
Do you think as well MR12 should be or could be best of 5? Yes, I did them anyways with MR15. I would love that.
Thank you for today.
Thank you for the microphone. Thank you so much. And by the way, just a feedback. Yeah. It was very good, like in the interview area. Yeah. But when I went outside with people, it was cutting off too much noise. So some people were cutting off and they were speaking at the same time.
Let me know for next year.
Yeah, what a legend.
Yeah, but okay. For example, could we do like something hook up something for like spring finals in London?
World final.
If no world final, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be there, but there will be no crowd only. We don't need this for world final.
Wait, what is going?
Maman, laisse s'il te plaît. Mais y a pas de mes mamans, Léo. Mais petit, je sais pas qui. Non, là on va rentrer à la maison. Mais on peut y aller, vraiment. N'insiste pas. Quand je dis non, c'est non.
C'est le grand retour des classiques. Redécouvrez l'extra cheddar lover, le bacon lover et le tender crisp cheese and bacon.
Burger King.
At block for Twitch. Perfect. I hope this will work. What is it doing? I'm gonna... what is this guy?
До тебе чи до мене?
Ну, по факту так.
Pick, and it just didn't pan out that way. They even said in their post game that they messed up when it came to Anubis.
When we look at Anubis on paper, this is a map. CT side, you have to be dynamic. You have to move a lot in the mid round. You have to take space as soon as you got in.
Maybe I will let you. You can find me on the Wiggy Wiggy. No. No, yeah, never mind. Okay, guys, what is this shit? Okay, guys, so never mind. Thank you for just